Okay, so we accidentally skipped step 1, but step 1 is just washing your face. Step 2, spraying some like primer water onto your face so that the makeup will stick nice and good. Okay, so next I'm putting on another primer. This is a Baby Skin by the brand Maybelline. This primer is like a pore filling primer. When you add it to the skin, it kind of just smooths out like the texture of your skin. It's important to pat it into the skin instead of just rubbing it and smear it, because when you do it this way, the skin will look more smooth. So now we're adding some foundation. This is the Matte and Poreless by Maybelline. I pour it out onto the back of my hand so that it's easier to dab it with my finger and then onto her face. It's better to do it this way instead of going straight in with your beauty sponge, because the foundation will blend out better. Okay, so here the foundation appears to be a little bit yellow, but it'll come together in the end. After foundation, you want to apply concealer. It's good to get a concealer maybe like 1 or 2 shades lighter than your actual skin tone, because you use this to hide dark circles, and you can also use it to highlight. So you want to put it on the most highlighted parts of your face, which is under the eyes, in the center of the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and a little bit on the tip of your chin. And you just blend everything out until there's no more creases left underneath your eyes or around your face. And I also put a little bit of concealer on to her eyelids, and I blend it out because this will be a base for the eyeshadow, and it'll also work to cover up any discoloration she has on her eyelids. Okay, so after concealer, you want to set everything with the translucent powder. Here I'm using the Airspun powder, and you just set everywhere you put concealer. You make sure that there's no creases before you put the actual powder. I ended up setting her whole face with the powder because I didn't have a face powder that was her actual skin tone. It's important to set your entire face with some kind of powder because this prevents your foundation from moving or smudging onto anything.
Okay, Aubrey, they're gonna see that face. This one's clear.
So here I'm starting her eye makeup. I'm going to use the Morphe 350M palette. It's an all matte palette. I was kind of going for like a natural kind of warm look, and I just kind of went like freehand from there. You want to make sure you just keep blending on all the eyeshadows so that there's no harsh lines. Next, I'm using this soft focus powder to bronze up her face. This is basically just gonna bring some color back into her face. You put it into like the hollow parts of her face, so like where her cheekbones are, her temples, and then down her jawline. Next, I'm just putting on some blush. This is also a Morphe palette. I think it's called the 9N palette. But yeah, just putting a little bit to rosy up her cheeks. Okay, so here I'm just adding some mascara onto her top and bottom lashes. And lastly, I'm putting some more of that primer spray. It can also be used as a setting spray to melt all the makeup into her face. This will just lock everything in so it'll last. And this is the final look.